Righto. Good evening, everybody. It is another round of MRBC this evening. I am Just Call Me Ash, and with me tonight I have Mr. Val. How are you tonight, mate?
Hello, people. How you doing, man?
I am very well. I have been running around like a blue-ass fly today, like you wouldn't believe, trying to get my my Bogan chariot fixed. That is the HSV for anyone that is not Australian. Yeah, having not a good day today. I smell like sulfuric acid and steak. So yeah, good. How about you, mate? What's up?
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty good, man. Pretty good. Looking forward to Anzac Day tomorrow. Day off, put my feet up, relax a bit.
Anzac Day over here being a holiday for a national holiday for non-Australian
Yes, I
people.
forget,
If you don't know what that
Non-Australians,
is,
yep.
a war memorial based day for the Anzac Aussies and New Zealanders and all that kind of thing. So have a bit of a Google Anzac Day if you want to know a little bit more about it. There's quite a few military people in the Macquarie community, and this is Australia's celebration day tomorrow. Very big day usually. Quite a few mates of mine are in the armed forces, so yeah, they've got a lot planned and lots of things happening.
Yeah, they're doing dawn service and all sorts of stuff like that for remembrance and whatnot.
Yep.
But I'm not going to that because it's too cold and I'm lazy. But I pay my $5 and get my pin or whatever it is.
Yeah. Hang on 1 second. Live is just debating who's doing the. Well, hang on. No, the 228s should be running the damn lobby. No, I'm not doing it tonight. I can't be bothered. I just want to cast and yeah, just talk some shit with you.
Leave it to the teams. They sort it out.
Yeah. Oh, normally I do, but I'll just talk some shit with you tonight. It's easier. Have a bit more fun that way, a bit more relaxed. Have a couple of beers, and then afterwards we might do some fun stuff. Maybe some group drops or something. We'll dick around maybe later, see who's around. Considering no one's going to be on working tomorrow, so yeah, be very interesting.
And double XP cracking at the moment, which just means it's not complete torture trying to level up my mix.
Oh yeah. That's definitely helping. I'm seeing some people posting screenshots with like 10,000 XP on them, mate. That was like pre-skill maze level of XP in a first win of the day and all the rest of it. You had your mech basic in one one match. It was delightful.
Yeah.
Not anymore though.
Yeah, I remember I ran out of GXP and I've run out of historic skill points. And
oh no!
The grind for me the last 2 weeks is like
shit.
just brutal.
Oh, I've got.
Geez, I don't like. I'm almost tempted just to as much as I hate PGI, just pay $100, get some MC, and then use the double XP conversions just to rack up all the GXP again. I don't really want to give them any money off.
Mate, I have 3,000 GSP, and I've pretty much done all my GXP because I'm using that up for all the events and all that kind of stuff that I get. So I'm using all that first, the GXP, getting that down to 0 because you can still earn that. But once GSP's gone, Lord help me, I'll tell you what, I am not looking forward to it. I'm just not that keen on grinding. So
I sold a lot of my modules because I was Seabull poor. So at least I'd rather have a lot of I've got about nearly 400 million Seabills now.
Yep.
So I'd rather have Seabills to be able to buy the mechs and play them even if I've got to level them rather than have all the skill points I was going to get and not be able to spend them on anything. So it was kind of pointless having them.
Well, I had that many damn Seabills anyway. I'm up to 700 million or billion or whatever the hell the bloody number is now. Actually, because the whole game's been so slow with loading things, right? I thought, I'll see if I can sell some inventory and see if it helps it or whatever. So I made nearly 70 million Seabills or some shit selling. About 25 minutes I spent in the mech lab selling inventory.
Oh, don't they make that a pain as well? To sell out all your 75 medium lasers and then.
Oh mate, I was selling. I was selling, a Timberwolf C right torso, a Timberwolf S bloody leg, one by one. You can't just click 30 of them and go sell in bulk, Yeah, so it'll work it out. So, hang on a minute, guys in the chat just worrying about it. Stream is on delay. So yeah, stream is on delay, 5-minute delay, MRBC rules. So not that the teams will cheat, but just that kind of thing. But yeah, no, I had funny. Out of all of my inventory that I was looking through, the most telling thing for me was IS large pulse lasers because I've stripped them off all of my mechs pretty much because I don't think they're very good anymore. I had 45 IS large pulse lasers in my inventory sitting there doing nothing, and I thought, maybe one day they'll come good again.
Now, do you, generally speaking?
I am 3 large, yeah, generally. It's just, the large pulse is just not worth it.
For the tonnage now, like IS large pulse is still like 7 tons, isn't it? So it's 7 tons for only 10 damage. You don't get a big damage advantage over the large lasers either.
Yep.
Large lasers, the burn times isn't like excessive now either, is it? It's like under a second now.
Yeah, large is pretty much on a second. Yeah, it's pretty good actually. So, and the other thing is LFE. If you go large lasers, you can go LFE. You see, right? It's a little sneaky little trick here for those watching. Whereas large pulse generally means
you do large pulse with,
we can.
with LE.
I just find it's undergunned then. You know, you're just lacking that little bit of extra damage, and you know, you need to be Excel then, and all that. Yeah, all that bloody fun that comes with it. So anyway. These guys are looking like they're getting ready. So, do we want to flick over to drop 1 for a bit of map tactic?
Drop 1 should be Viridian Bog.
I mean, what are we up to?
Good old Bog. Let's domination on the Bog.
Let's update the screen there. So we're 4 and 4. So 4 mediums and 4 lights on Viridian Bog. MRBC rules dictate that max of any one chassis and 1 duplicate is allowed. It should say no lock-on weapons. I don't know why the hell that's happened. Uno memento. No lock-on weapons. And you get a bonus.
That was an update this season, though, as well. So maybe that's just a carryover from previous seasons.
I think the overlay is not updating it. I think there's a file with something wrong. But my 100-ton one on drop 3 is correct. So I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, nonetheless. We've sorted that out. So Viridian Bog, I'll just bring up the map strat for you while I talk to these guys and organise it. It is domination, so what do you think we're going to see on this one? Ha ha ha.
Well, typically brawl, and I would assume most mechs will carry jump jets because there's lots of terrain. If I put some circles around terrain here and here, and these orange ones are colloquially called the boobs, North Boob and South Boob.
Ooh, look at that!
And there's also some hills around here and up here, and it depends on what you really want to do. You can set people up on these hills, spread around, and try and receive a push. There's another hill over here. I'll just wipe that out because that's starting to look a little bit wonky. But you can set people up on those hills to receive to receive a brawl push. The issue I found is maybe that type of strategy suits Team 2 more than Team 1 because you've got a couple of this hill in particular is very, very close to the circle, because the other ones are a little bit out. But I would expect to see some teams move up, like probably to their corresponding north and south boobs, and then suss each other out from there and engage. That would be the general standard pattern you would typically see. But this is 1 BTC and 228, and this is Asia Pacific, so who knows what's going to happen.
Oh, I know, right? Anything could happen tonight, and noticing some interesting roster changes actually this evening. Well, not roster changes, but I know Jay-Z's overseas in PNG, right? So he was meant to be an omission from this evening's games and all that sort of stuff. But he's actually here because the 228s are down people. And
so what do you reckon the odds of his ping being larger than 3 digits are?
Oh, look, I reckon there's a fair chance he's going to be well north of 500, to be honest. And I know, talking to him last week, he was going to be handing the reins over to somebody tonight to do a bit of drop calling. So I wonder if that's still going to be the case, and or what's happening. So I guess we'll find out as we go. But if he's jettisoning and jumping around and jerking like crazy, it could be a bloody interesting match. As in, you can't hit him.
Yeah, full Silken mode.
I know, right? So and 1 BTC have an addition to their roster this season, a MRBC admin, Live 1991. I'm not sure if he was born in 1991 or was just fixated with the number or the year for some reason, but he's. I'm surprised he's not playing for JGX, to be honest. He's a bit of a fanboy for JGX.
Yeah,
but,
JGX had gone full Euro though, so I'm guessing he's not a morning person. He'd have to get up at 5 in the morning to play for them. Yeah, just letting into the game now live. Sorry, not live. Talking about live. Closing in now.
He's probably got no friends over in Euro. That's it. We'll go with that. Right, what do we have? Oh no, my game hasn't loaded in yet. My bad. So can't actually. I can see the mechs here. JZ, medium lasers. Oh, and a light mech. That's going to be hard to hit. We've got Pete in a Arctic Cheetah. Machine guns, machine guns, machine guns. What do we have over here?
So,
Oh, Assassin
one
23,
BTC,
okay.
training cadre, is rocking double assassins with a Hunchback 2CA Overwatch and a Bushwhacker P1. I think the P1 is a missile variant. And their lights are a Firestarter Panther, a Mislinx, and a Cheetah.
Yep, the P1 is definitely the missile one. It is good, actually. And there was actually a Bushwhacker in the D5 Eisen match the other week, where three of the Eisen guys, you guys, two actually, dived the Bowser, and that Bushwhacker got a fair bit of armour. So, oh, it's on.
Yeah, he does. They do.
Oh, it's on.
I don't like the Bushwhackers for drop one. Oh, it's already started to engage a little bit. They've moved straight up. One BTC has moved straight up to the south boob, and they're taking a high position, shooting down some UAV, some lasers splashing around.
Yep, Loom God's having a little bit of a looky-loo on the corner here.
Now we have Hunter Club. He's way back, closer towards their beta command station.
He's on him. Oh, he's ER large, right?
Happening.
He's doing a bit of ER large work down the back there. Now, if these guys rotate too hard, they're going to leave Hunter Club behind. Uh-oh. And it's on. The brawl is on.
The brawl is on.
They're jumping on Loom God, from what I can see.
Focused.
Yep.
Yeah, he's down pretty low on that assassin.
Yep. If they get him out of that game, Ranger Dave has got Loom God down. Who are they up to next?
Blood, one BTC. Well done.
And look at this. Live is chasing Snow Dragon with Broston and Will over here. So they could get another kill because the OMC guys are... one BTC guys actually working together quite well. Except Live goes down. So
and it's important to remember, though, they've got that Hunchback, which is now a long way from the fight and has very little sight lines.
Yep.
So the one BTC guys, it looks like percentages are starting to drop on their mechs and starting to favour 228 at this point.
And Peter's got Broston down there, and there's a little fight over the back there, Cuttlebot for the other guys, and Kondo in the Nova goes down, but Gernhard gets Will at the same time. Roken for Ranger Dave, and oh look, 228 is suddenly on top, really quickly.
Yep.
Cuttlebot's overheated or been legged. I think it's legged. Yeah, he's been legged and he's done. And Hunter Club at the end there, they're just going to mop up. So, woof, well.
They really try and do well if they can get one more kill out.
Yep.
Snow Dragon is quite low and so is Gernhard. Two Mislinks are quite low. They can focus them down and just get one more kill on the board. It's another 25 rep points. It all adds up.
Yep, Snow Dragon could nearly be one shot here. He's definitely lost an arm. Oh, he's red CT2. That is almost one shot, and the legs as well. And not quite, she said. That's okay.
One BTC did pretty well there. They got that first kill nice and quickly, but it degenerated from that point very badly for them. 228.
Yeah.
Superior focus fire, they did pretty well. That Arctic Wolf seemed to do some work from blunt object. No kills, but 360 damage. I'm guessing it's a whole bunch of SRMs. There's probably a fair bit of splash in there. Hard to get
he was
kills.
all SRMs.
Machine gun, mislinks and shit running around.
Yep. I think it was the SRM4, SRM2 one. The one that can just drop an alpha and, do the twisty.
Yes. Yep. The Assassin 23 Merkin, one BTC, did very well as well. Nearly 360 damage also. I guess the real tell though is you've got 3 under 100 damage on one BTC, whereas everyone on 228, even though their first mechs that dropped are above 100 damage.
Yep.
And those little amounts of damage add up because they contribute to the snowball happening faster.
Oh, they do indeed. Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised when they had JZ at the back. Live at the back. And there was almost a 3-on-1, but Live kind of fell a little quickly. So, yeah, what did we see that game there, mate? Just got the map straight up there quickly, although it's a bit bloody small.
I'll just bring that up. Yeah. Okay, so what we saw was one BTC head down and move and take up like a receiving position on this southern mountain or the south boob. They had a large laser hunchback, and they sat him back somewhere here.
He was in D6 somewhere, wasn't he? I think from memory, sort of doing that long range thing.
Nice and low. He was getting lines, and he could see down this way. But 228's tried I guess, a two-pronged assault, one around this side and one around this side, and they tried to engage on them. What ended up happening is the fight got drug around here, and most of the engagement happened in this zone here, which left that hunchback all the way back here, unable to really get any shots. And because he wasn't up high, say on that hill, he just didn't have any angles either to try and shoot down. There's a lot of terrain and trees blocking and stuff there, so I feel he could have been a little bit more effective, that hunchback. On bog, it's very difficult to make use of Overwatch, so it may have even been wiser for them to go just with straight 8 brawl.
Or even not sort of, maybe not gone around that corner too, you know. So they took the brawl around the corner kind of thing, chasing the 228 mechs rather than kind of letting them come to them a little bit, you know. Try and instigate, bait them a bit.
This way.
Yeah.
Could have engaged on the guys that hit their back, and then that hunchback sitting back over here would have done a much more work and a better job. I mean, they did well. They got that first kill quickly.
That was really fast, actually.
Yeah, that was really good. But after that, their focus kind of dropped a little bit. They took Kondo down. I think he was in that Nova. But the focus from 228, and they were all in a bunch. They'd isolated them, just went to work.
Indeed. And we have a blunt object.
What are the scores looking like, Ash? How many rep points? I think that's what, 50 rep for one MRBC?
Mate, your maths is bloody a hell of a lot better than mine, I'll tell you what. So, yeah, you're right, 50...
And then 350 for 228?
And 350 for 228, mate. Jeez, I'll tell you what. You are right on it. Very impressive.
I'm a human calculator, mate.
I'm not. I can't do maths to save myself. But that's alright. Don't worry about it too much. Yeah, so 50 rep, 350 versus 50 rep, one win on drop 1 to the wild ones from 228, and 0 points to 1 BTC in that corner. Right, I suppose we should move to map 2. Now,
drop 2 is contested on Mining Collective this week, and it changes mode to Conquest as well. And the mechs from memory are 2 lights, 4 mediums, 2 heavy, so it's still a relatively fast drop.
That is correct, indeed. And same again, always max of 1 chassis and 1 duplicate allowed. And the bonus on this one is to destroy 5 enemy mechs, so you get a little bit of extra bonus rep there, I think. So that always helps, you know. People sort of look at score lines, and perfect example is your D5 Eisen games the other week. Like, okay, it was 4-1 on the scoreboard, but you'd actually killed over 5 mechs on 1 or 2 of the drops and got the bonus. So that does help later on in the season to get that extra rep point. So it's not just about the score line of 1-2 or 5-0 or whatever. If you can slaughter a bunch of mechs on the opposition, you can actually near on win the drops.
You can get very close, especially if you're denying them the bonus. You can end up with a relatively small differential, you know, and those they all add up week to week. We went into some of those drops thinking that if we were going to lose it, let's just focus on getting a couple of kills just to try and rack up the rep points. But the way it all happened, it didn't quite work out like that. But yeah, it's something definitely to keep in mind for more established teams, that if it's not looking like you can get a cap victory, just try and get as many kills as you can before you go down.
I have no idea why Viridian Bog is showing up, but it is Mining Collective this match. I'm not sure why
let me reload. Are you talking the map strat, or are you talking on your overlays?
Just the overlay. It just hasn't quite shown up. But these guys look like they're ready to launch. So I'll quickly flick to the map strat anyway. So you can do a quick little drawing if you like. And
yeah.
We'll see what comes
So
up.
typically these the faster drops, drop 1 and 2 on the smaller maps, lend themselves a little bit more to brawl, or brawl with like what we consider Overwatch, which is range mechs. You'll typically see some range mechs in an Overwatch type position shooting into the fight, sitting up here for Team 2, and then for Team 1, you'll typically see some Overwatch mechs that will shoot into the brawl, possibly there, maybe a little bit here, maybe a little bit there. And a lot of the fighting tends to happen either in this quadrant, or sort of in these little sectors down here. I think they're just about ready to drop, though. I will leave the breakdown at that. That just gives you a little bit of an idea of what we're expecting to see on that map, and we'll jump live into the game.
As we've got a little bit of load time too, as our gods have kind of nicely given us.
They are fixing the load times, apparently. They've made some optimizations, I heard from Russ, so load times should be reduced next patch. Fingers
Apparently,
crossed. Knock on
apparently,
wood.
yeah. Let's
Soon
hope,
PM.
because it's nasty right now. I've got to admit, yeah, it's a bit hard to deal with.
Yeah, like I actually enjoyed the Solaris stuff, but the load times are just killing me. I can't unless I'm not going to do 1v1s and waiting the load times for that long. 2v2 is quite enjoyable though, just shooting the shit with someone.
Oh, we got a redrop. Someone's mech didn't change. What's happening here? I think they have to blow each other up.
I think they're holding. I don't know what they're going to do. They don't have to allow this, but I think one BTC will allow it, and it is going to be a redrop. So probably we won't go through the mechs just in case they want to redo them, and we'll just let them take a cap and kill themselves and get it over with.
Yeah, they should be pretty quickly through this, I'd imagine. It doesn't generally take too long. After this drop, I've got to go dig up the codes. Actually, I'll do that right now. So I'll flick back to the map strat if you want to keep talking about that for an extra 30 seconds while they sort this out.
I'll just waffle on a little bit and try and entertain people.
I'm going to go find my codes, and we're going to do some special stuff with the chat tonight for those who want to enter and stuff. So look out for that. We'll do that at the towards the end of the next this drop coming up.
So if you are going to run a control type strategy, there is a wall here which blocks vision to Theta from the Team 1 side, so it can make it a bit harder to shoot in to Theta, whereas these buildings here that are in the blue are a little bit lower and there's a bit more of a gap, and you can kind of cover Theta a little bit more effectively. So when you have mechs up here, it's a little bit easier to shoot in, whereas if you put your Team 1 mechs over here and up here, this wall along here means that the Team 2 guys can kind of hug it somewhat and stay a little bit safer in Theta. So Theta can be harder to control from Team 1, and what you'll usually see is teams run out. Team 2 will go out and collect Sigma and Epsi, and Team 1 will run out and collect Kappa and Gamma, and there may even be a mad dash for Theta from Team 2 as well to try and get that under control nice and quick, and then they'll withdraw and they'll make Team 1 try, or usually a team will take through that Theta point and force the other team to start maneuvering around.
Sounds like a pretty good summary, mate. I just got to wait for the damn loading wheel. Good lord. Oh, this is killing me. I don't know whether it's just my game. Are you still loading?
Wheel also.
Yeah, okay. See, I wonder if it's just me sometimes, you know. Is it just me that's constantly loading, or isn't it? And it's like, everyone's doing it, so...
Me and you, mate.
I reckon that's been over 60 seconds. Legit. That's... Yeah, okay. I need to fix this. This is driving me insane. I mean, there's some things you can live with, but this is worse than what it was before the last time they fixed it.
Yeah, that was one of the advantages that I know CW is a pretty broken mode, but I do like CW for the fact that I load in once, even though it takes me a minute. I know I've got 25-30 minutes of solid action. And I like that. That was always the big attraction to CW for me. Not because I thought that, like, especially in like the attack defend modes, like with all the funnels and stuff. I thought they weren't the best maps. They didn't really excite me. But just the 25-30 minutes of action was kind of what drew me in. I do think though that the CW mode with Conquest, Respawn Conquest, was the best game mode PGI I've ever done, and then it kind of got brushed under the carpet somewhat now because they just randomized the modes a little bit. I don't know if anyone even plays CW anymore, but that to me was the absolute best mode that they've ever made to this date. And I hope they expand on that in the future. We
have a little question from one of our viewers here, which is actually quite a very good question. This is Chris. How does the Max of Anyone chassis work with OmniMechs?
So the Max of Anyone chassis works on the CT, and then you can switch in any Omnipod that you like as long as it's a legal Omnipod. So hero mechs that have omnipods, you cannot use those hero omnipods, but you can take a Timber Prime, but whether it's a Prime, a C, a D, an F, it doesn't matter what omnipods are on it, but that counts as one Timberwolf. So you can't take a Timber C and a Timber Prime because that will count as a duplicate mech. You can only take Timberwolf, and then that is your mech under like. I hope that makes sense.
Oh, that makes sense, mate. It makes perfect sense to me. So there you have it. That is from one of the refs. Val is actually one of the MRBC refs, so we're probably putting him on the spot here with some of these questions. But if you do have questions about MRBC and you're new, I mean, we've got like 56 people viewing right now, which is actually pretty bloody good for a Tuesday night in Australia, mate. I'll tell you what. So if people have questions about MRBC, do hit up the chat and just tag me in it so I kind of see it flashing up, because I'm watching a couple of screens going on here. I'm not RJ Bass with about 15 screens. So sorry, actually, I think he's got 6 actually. Legitimately, I found out he has 6 screens when he's playing and streaming. I'm like, really? Shit, dude. Like, I don't know how you manage that. I can only focus on
screen.
Yeah,
like 6 physical monitors.
Yes. 6 monitors, no bullshit.
Wow.
Yep. So anyway, apparently that's the answer. I thought, Jesus, if I had 6, I don't know. I wouldn't know where to look, to be honest. That's too many angles of things that. Yeah, too many tabs open.
I can make a few comments on that, but
yeah. So, right, so Live is chatting up the competition here. How are they doing? Asking them how the weather. Oh god, this is very strange. Yeah, so look, there's some new guys in the channel, and you want to know sort of what it's about, and some of the rules, and you're wondering, okay, so how does that work? Feel free to ask. We'll try and answer whatever we can tonight for you. And looks, I reckon we're nearly ready. I think.
I just popped out the chat from Twitch as well, and I'll put just the Twitch chat pop out on my other screen, because I do have 2 screens. But, I'm not like RJ Bass with 6.
Oh mate, okay, I've got 2, and I only went to 2 very bloody recently when I started streaming. And now there's time for me to win another code, apparently, according to Juju. Listen, that was a one-time thing and a minor accident on my behalf last week, so we'll won't worry about that happening again tonight. Right, so we're hitting Minor Collective. I'm going to hit the freezer to get a beer. I'll be back in about 30 seconds, which is probably going to be the low time.
I think we might be lucky if the load time is 30 seconds. But they are, the wheel is spinning right now. Waiting for the dropships to come in. I don't really like dead air, people, but I don't have a lot to say, so I'll just let you enjoy the silence till Ash gets back.
I made it back in time. What a surprise. Well, only have 30 seconds, or actually no, it's about a minute I reckon actually. Alright, here we go.
Dropship's coming in now. What do we have on 228 side, Ash?
We have Gernhawk and a Nokia C. I know what's going to be on that. Arctic Cheetah, Hunchback 2CA. That'll be large or peeps. Arctic Wolf for Blunt again, actually. So he must have been doing a bit of practice in that. What have we got? A Huntsman for Jay-Z, Miss Lynx, Snowdragon, Pete Zone, and a Nokia D. And a Crab 27SL for Roken. A Crab! Oh, the 228s have got crabs. Now, what's one BTC
I don't
got,
know
mate?
if they're taking the piss or not with that crab.
Yeah, I don't know what a one BTC got going on over there, mate. Oh no, Jay-Z's running ATMs. Jay-Z's got the ass to the mouth. You know what? He's playing with one button. Oh lord. Oh lord.
We went double summoners on BTC. Double summoners for their heavies, and their mediums are Shadowhawk, Assassin, Huntsman. There's a bit of a skirmish going on over Theta right now. The Assassin from BTC are trying to take it, and he's getting pinged a little bit by a Huntsman and an Arctic Wolf.
One BTC going to brawl. Oh, see, they know what's up. They know what is up with Jay-Z here. They know what he's doing. He's being dirty.
They want to get into minimum range.
Oh, but look at Ranger Dave.
Just knock him out of here.
Ranger Dave is a very smart man here on the right-hand side. He's getting Jay-Z out of the fight because he's right inside his minimum range. Bloody smart move there, Ranger Dave. I like that. Good call. So Snowdragon and Lerm got a machine gunning life to death. Oh, poor guy. He's getting hurt. He's getting hurt.
Keep that focus up. Jay-Z's at 60%. Let's keep the focus on one mech, boys. Let's knock him out.
And there plus Jay-Z's going to have problems with targets when they're right in his face too, you know? Like, that's going to be a problem.
Yeah. I assumed that those summoners might have been PPCs, but I think the summoners might have actually been SRMs.
Yeah, no, live was SRMs. The summoners were definitely brawl summoners, definitely. Yeah, they charged straight over the hill first, actually, to be honest. So we've got Lerm here in the back of Ranger Dave. Blunt Object is chasing around American. How the hell is he still alive? He took a lot of early damage. We've got Hunter Club up high here. Now, what's on Hunter Club's mech? I'm not sure. Is that Streaks? So yeah, it's Streaks to be sorting out the lights.
228. 4-1 for the moment for 228.
Well, they've just got...
They've just got blood, and Snowdragon is low again. I think he's in the misslings also, so if they can...
Yeah, Snow's got to be one shot. Hunter Club should get him here. Come on, mate. You got Streaks. Come on. And where's Will? Hang on. Where the hell's Will going? Where's Will? Oh shit! Oh, Will's off capping. Oh, that's no good.
Has he been off capping? That is certainly no good. But he might be. He looks like he's pretty beat up, so maybe.
No, 0 SRMs. You know what's happened? He's got machine gun in the butt. That's what's happened. Yeah, he's got no SRMs left. So yeah, obviously, to be honest, probably not the wisest decision. I would have kind of stuck with the team, you know, and presented another target, at least to absorb damage or get in the way of that terrible weapon selection from Jay-Z. Good lord, that's bad manner, is what that is. But that is also 1,000 ping, so I can understand that.
There's also something to be said about carrying weapons in arms these days for Brawl. Simply because of the fact of those machine gun lights, it doesn't take much for them to get behind you. When they're carrying 8 machine guns and they just like sprinkle your back, and then all of a sudden all of your torso weapons disappear.
Yep.
Like it kind of like maybe not completely shifts the balance, but certainly shifts the balance back a little bit to arm weapons for brawling.
Well,
like
we've got a
2K may not have been the most ideal choice.
No, I don't think so. We've got a bloody good question coming up in a minute, actually, so I'll keep a note of that one. Anyway, damage numbers, where are we? Let's have a look-see. Oh, shit, a brick Snowdragon. Oh, mislinks, mate. Look at that. And Nike SC from Gernhawk doing some serious work there. So, 666. Oh, the number of the devil you, Snowdragon, devil you. Oh, well done, mate. And Gernhawk is 610.
Like the nerf for machine guns was quite enough, wasn't it, Ash?
Mate, it was never going to be enough once I saw the patch notes. I mean, everyone was freaking out about it, and I started a thread on the Grey Abyss, creating some panic, but it was never going to be nothing with the nerf that was coming, mate. My nerf to crit chance is not going to stop it when you're boating 8 or 9 of them. And Hunter Club there, Huntsman Prime with Streaks, unfortunately not cleaning up the lights as efficiently as he probably otherwise could have. Let's jump back to the map strategy, and what did we see here? I'm just going to update the numbers and who won what.
Alright, so I'll go back to that map strat, and I don't really have a great breakdown for you because the red team kind of came in like that and swirled around here, and the blue team kind of set up over here, and then we swirled around over there a little bit. It was basically both teams moved into the middle and engaged into this section. There was multiple fights breaking out. There was, I think there was a Night Gear over here fighting a couple of red mechs somewhere over here. We had a couple of lights chasing around Jay-Z, and then their focus dwindled a little bit. There was 3 or 4 fights going in on that, I guess, 4-line or Team 1 side of Theta. And just like all the broken sight lines and lots of little fights didn't really lead to a big advantage or much of a help for 1BTC. They kind of just got picked apart and chewed up there. There's not much they could have done. I like the idea of them bringing the street mech, and I like what their misslings did and jumped straight on Jay-Z, but in that minimum range, made him work to survive, but ultimately it wasn't enough.
Yeah, I think jumping on Jay-Z early, I think you just touched on that. It was very, very good, important. They obviously realised getting that guy's face, take him out of the fight, you know, because he's got to worry about shielding rather than shooting and maintaining locks. But again, just wasn't didn't quite capitalise on that, I think. But also Jay-Z would have been like, "Holy shit, they're on me! Come save me!" You know, he would have been very much battle aware. I know what he's like. He knows what's going on before the enemy does half the time. You know, he's a very good planner. Does read the strategy very well. So. I mean, Blunt Object was there, sort of just helping him out and stuff too. So, yeah, look, I think if they had got that Jay-Z down a little bit quicker, a little bit earlier, it actually would have made a significant difference. The other guys could have got back to the fight because those summoners couldn't keep up with their lights. So the summoners had to kind of go and do their own thing out the other side of the map. So, yeah. Good effort nonetheless from 1BTC. You know, these guys are an up-and-coming...
They've got a couple of kills.
Yeah, up-and-coming bunch too. You know, they're I think they only started playing a couple of seasons ago in really, really low divs. So you know, being thrown into the DivA is in with the Sharks, literally.
My best advice to them would just be to work on your focus fire. really try and just, even if you don't know where that mech is, just use your overlay button, bring up your designations, find it, and head directly to it. Don't worry so much about wins and losses at this point. Just work on getting that focus fire down, because having 3 little separate fights like that doesn't help you out in the long run.
So
that'd be my best advice to them.
Yep, just to round that out, we've got 700 rep now for 22820 and 1 BDC 100 rep. So just give me a couple of minutes.
And to be fair, like 228 Wild Ones are a reasonably established team. They were in the top. They made the top 12 for World Championships last year. They got sent to MechCon the year before that, if memory serves me correctly, as well. So it's not like they're not up against a really strong opponent. They seem to be doing pretty well, especially for a newer team. And they've still got a lot to learn. But hold your heads up high. There's this. Doing well so far.
Oh, definitely. So let's get to some of the questions. So Timberwolf Outlaw, isn't it during an MRBC match, if one team doesn't have a complete team but still commits to the match in drop 3, do the full team's commander mech still give the bonus for surviving, or is it ruled out?
Okay, that seems like a convoluted question.
I get what I think what it is. Is if you're dropping with 7.
Let's say if you're dropping with 7 and you're playing against someone with 8, so Team A has 8 and Team B has 7. If Team A's commander mech survives and kills Team B's, they get the bonus points, they get the 50 points, and the same goes vice versa. If Team A has 8 and Team B has 7, and Team 8 kills all of the 7 guys and kills the command mech, then they get the full 350 rep points. That's considered a win.
Perfect. And another one from Kato. MRBC, can I use 2 accounts on one MRBC team in one div as long as both names are listed on the team, but they're owned by the same player?
Well, that's a very intriguing question. I suggest you submit a ticket on the MRB site, address it to Paul, and he can go over that one, because I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. Even if I think it might be okay or it might not be okay, I'll tell you what, just fill out a ticket on MRBC. I'll tag Doyle and I'll get him to answer that one for you.
In all honesty, I had a funny feeling that was going to head down that track, mate, because that is a very, very tricky one after the past week's goings on
a little bit
in the world of MRBC.
Yeah. Look, my personal opinion on what happens and what doesn't happen, I may or may not agree with the punishments, or even if there was an actual felony committed.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, that was Doyle's decision, the admin's decision, and they made some decisions that they thought were in the best interest of the league. Not everyone's going to agree all the time, and they've got to make the tough decisions and cop the flak for it.
That's what happens when you wear white, mate. You know, it's the old as the AFL umpires. Actually, a school teacher of mine years ago was one of the AFL umpires. You know, the old white maggots, as they used to call them. You know, they're not the most popular people around, but you got to make the decision sometimes.
No.
And you're never going to be popular.
And they're never going to please everyone.
Oh,
but,
God no, Lord no.
Yeah. Any questions about account sharing and account swapping or two accounts?
Do not.
Just honestly, don't do anything. Just submit a ticket on the MRBC website, address it to Doyle, and get clarification from him, because it's. I am going to try and push and get the rules cleared up and made a little bit clearer on the site, so that way people can just glance at it and make it a little bit easier. Whether that happens or not, I don't know, but we probably do need to make that a little bit clearer in our rules. But other than that, just submit a ticket, address it to Doyle, let him answer your questions.
Right, so I'm going to go just quickly set up here the giveaway time, because we've come to that time again. So let me flick over to the giveaway little screen thing here. So MRBC League, load it up. I better take myself out, because Lord help me, I am not turning into another goddamn Reddit meme again 2 weeks in a row. Shit a brick. Whilst it was pretty damn funny, yeah, I'm trying to avoid that, considering this is the luckiest I've ever been playing this damn game. Right, and Moobot, where are you? You need to die. And that's it. There we go. Righto. So what are we doing here? It is a 24-hour premium time code. So what you need to do is does anyone know a good satellite ISP? JC must be really having some ping problems. If you do win, just make sure you just give me a quick whisper, or I will whisper you later on. So let's run the draw, see what happens. Da, 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 da. This is really, really shit, but it's really funny. And American from 1BTC, there you go. You have won the 24-hour premium time code, mate. So, me MYRKin. Yep, so just shoot me a message, whisper on the Twitch chat, or because you're in the drop, we'll sort that out after the game. No dramas at all. Right, so these guys are... Oh, shit, they're not even waiting. Holy shit. So we're loading into the game. We'll have to skip the mat strategy.
That's fine. It's just a little bit of a preamble anyway.
Yeah.
It is HPG Manifold on Conquest. We have 3 mediums, 4 heavies, and 1 command mech, which can be a direwolf, a king crab, or a
Atlas. The Atlas K coming into its own since Heavy Gas came out, and the Atlas D also being revived. Not arguably not as good as the K. It depends on what you want out of it, but kind of revived the Atlas in a little bit, considering it got mobility nuked and all the rest of it. I mean, it still does struggle a little bit, but it's not terrible now. You know, it's maybe just average. That's what I think. Anyway,
it has a very niche role, and so if what I would expect is if teams are going to brawl on this map, that they would probably bring an Atlas if they wanted to damage soak. But that does mean that you are probably going to lose your bonus because your Atlas will die. Some people are less worried about keeping the bonus as they are more worried about winning the drop. But Direwolf would also be another good option on King Crab with Daka to shoot in as it's moving up.
Righto, so we've got Jay-Z and Assassin 23 there. He's definitely doing a little bit of lag shielding with that mech tonight. Good lord. Roken in a Laser Bomb Hellbringer, heavy large. Gernhawk in 5 ER large. Warhammer. Pete Zone, actually, LBX 30, so 3 LBX 10s and 4 ER mediums on the Nokia. And we've got a bunch of other mechs on the other side. King Crab being the command mech in Kondo. Oh, sorry, Lermgod, actually, sorry. He's been practicing that. I've seen him floating around practicing that mech in Quick Play, so he should be well and truly primed. What do you have on 1BDC, mate?
So before we do that, we're going to have a bit of a skirmish on Theta underneath. We've got an Assassin from both teams trying to take it, and we've also got Hunter Club moving in. I'm guessing he's got streaks on his... Yep, there's a streak boat and Assassin shooting for control over Theta. Just a little bit of poke backwards and forwards using some terrain.
And they're out.
I think they'll back out after 1BTC has taken an ever so slight control over it.
Sorry for the quick moving around the map. No, that's all right. No, I just apologise to the viewers. I'm moving around really bloody quickly trying to capture everything at the moment. But yeah, once you see the streak boat, GTFO. That is the response.
So Ranger Dave is bringing the Atlas S, which used to be the old King of Atlases. It still is quite a potent brawler, and we've got a Black Knight and Archer 5W, which is a bit surprising. I wasn't expecting an Archer. Live has just been forced off the wall in an ER Large Hunchback, and Cuddlebot 3000 in the Grasshopper 5H is probably about to get forced off the wall by ER Large as well, because we have a lot of 228 mechs that are lined up along what we call, colloquially called a spine. They've got that Hellbringer along with a Warhammer and a King Crab and a Jaeger mech double D.
Now, just speaking of this, just speaking of this Jaeger mech. Now, there's a few people out there that like to give me a bit of shit, right? And that is for my paint on my mechs. Now, looking at this mech, honestly, from Kondo, I mean, if you guys are going to keep giving me shit out there, you can all get stuffed, because that is just as bad or as good as I would call it as my paint jobs. Thank you very much. So you can all get stuffed out there. Anyway, sorry, we've got a little bit of a punch on going over here. Sean Karenskov, caught alone. He's been legged by Jay-Z and Snowdragon and Blunt. And, oh, surprise, 1BT say, hello, boys. Hello, boys. The Atlas Ranger Dave has come around the corner, and Blunt Objects is like, holy shit, I'm now in... I am in deep trouble. Absolutely.
If he gets away with this, it'll be a miracle.
Yep. I think Blunt's... I think Blunt's done. I think
he has bought a lot of time for Jay-Z to get away, although the Merkin is on him in the Assassin. Might be hard to hit Jay with the silk.
Live's happy with that kill by the look of things. The only problem is now Hunter Club and Cuddlebot are out of position. They are out of position. This is not good.
They are.
They are in
They
trouble.
traded a summoner for an Arctic Wolf, so I don't know if that's a good trade or a bad trade.
Well,
I also know that they've
Johanna
gone
Club,
underneath and they're taking way to taking Theta, so they're regaining 3 cap control.
yeah, Kondo absolutely
it's-
slaughtered Hunter Club CT then, I think, by the look of that. That was... Oof, yeah, oh, wow. That's what AC5s are good at. I think it's AC5s, is it, or AC2s?
No, it's 5 AC2s, I believe. I
Uh,
saw 5 barrels on it, so that's why I'm just
sorry,
assuming
no,
twos, but
it's 4 LBX2, 1 AC2. So that's something straight out of the School of Conniving right there. That is a conniving build, right there. So it's an interesting choice. And oh dear.
Look,
So
it's not the first time I've seen that. I have
No.
seen, I think Smoke Adders took an LBX Jaegermech to their match on might have been
Oh,
Terra Firma,
this
so I have
is-
seen it floating around a little bit.
this
But
is
it's not
tough.
looking back to this match. It's not looking
Yeah,
good.
Ranger
for,
Dave
for
just
1
copped-
BTC. They're getting chewed up.
I think Ranger Dave
Like
copped
they had
30% loss. And Live just got all ER large in the face there from Loomgod, Kernhawk, and Roken all at once. It was just, oh, that would have hurt. That would have hurt. But maybe Live likes it all over his face. I don't know, but we'll have to ask him later.
a burn.
Look, I think this could actually not last much longer. I mean, I don't know what 1 BTC can do here. You know, they've got a lot of brawl, they've got a lot of close range.
I don't have many options.
Yeah,
I
right
mean,
now.
I think they're going to try and possibly sneak like get
Oh,
into
we've
the
got
other
5
side,
ER
and
large
sneak
on Cuddle.
caps, but
And they're just waiting behind. Again, you know, one large pulse, 4 ER mediums for Broston. Coming back to that, that's when you put the large laser. He'll be LFE with that build, but 1 large pulse and 4 ER mediums is actually really undergunned. So that's the problem with large
whose
pulse.
build are you looking at the moment?
Broston's Black Knight, the 6.
Yeah.
What you can do, actually bring the Black Knight with the 7. It's actually got the armor quirks, so that is as tanky as an Atlas, believe it or not. Once you skill that up, it is absolutely obscene, the armor quirk on that mech. By the way, the Black Knight 7, have a look at it, check it out. So Ranger Dave, trying to bait him around the corner so he can get another kill in, maybe, but maybe not, unfortunately. So we've still got the Archer from Will. Now, where is Will's Archer? Floating around. I actually think he's taken a bit of damage already. Okay, so he's open torso with 7 SRM4s. He's about to lose that torso. Now, is he XL or not? Now, he's LFE, hence
No.
why he's a bit slow. Yeah, a little bit on the slower side there. And who we got at the back here?
I mean, they've got
American.
3 caps,
Oh,
but,
come on,
there is
get him.
engagement.
Come on. Jay-Z's down to an open torso. American needs to land 1 shot on him, and he's done.
American can do this. He can do this. He's very healthy. He can
Yep.
get an easy 25 rep if he can get through the Silken Shield.
Right,
Most
watching.
people favour these Assassin 23s these days because it's got armor quirks over structure. In
Yep.
this particular drop, I don't think it's an issue. I think the 21 probably would be a better choice because you're much less likely to run into machine gun lights. They
This is true.
favour the armor quirks because of machine gun lights.
I'm just jumping in
cutting
Jay's
out,
cockpit
like,
here.
the-
Oh,
the
come on,
outlook,
come, get him, come and get him. Oh,
Get him, mate. Finish him
I
off.
know.
You let him get away. You need to stay on his ball.
exactly.
Hump him like a dog on a rug.
I can't work out my damn numbers here, but that's alright. Where's the fight going on over here? It's just about done.
Jay-Z's standing still now up the top. If Merkin can just get 1 shot, maybe Jay-Z's disconnected and Merkin can't see him.
Oh, shivers, I
or-
loaded the wrong damn bloody window then. Oh, what have I done here? I've broken something. Oh, sorry. Sorry, viewers, I've just fucked something up with Discord. Oh, dear.
And that is
Right, there we go. I can't move my mouse. I've done something really wrong.
an 8-1 victory for 228.
Eight.
There were quite a number of beat-up mechs on the 228 side, though, so I can't help but feel there were some opportunities that slipped away for 1 BTC to get some extra rep points.
Yeah, look, some good damage there from Kondo. Absolutely pounding out the damage there up high. Lermgod doing some good work there too as well. As always in that King Crab build, the 2 Gauss 3 ER large, it is definitely a solid performer. American doing some good work there. But yeah, look, that was really, really unfortunate. Sean Karanskov baited them nicely, but got killed off, and 1 BTC just didn't capitalise at that point. I think that was the turning point there. If they'd actually taken down 2 mechs really, really quickly and got away with it, that could have been a little bit different.
Yep.
So I'm just
Certainly.
flicking back to the map strategy, mate. And there we go. What happened?
So initially we had some from 228. They basically moved in and moved some mechs up onto this spine here in Echo 6. While they were doing that, they had sent 2 mechs underneath to try and take Theta. They were a little bit slower though. While they were moving under there, one BTC already had an assassin that had capped out Theta and a streak huntsman that was sitting around their side of the gate. They'd moved in some mechs up to this part of the wall. And then there was some trading going on backwards and forwards like that. The one BTC had actually taken Theta and forced 228 out of there, but then 228 basically just took some more aggressive firing positions up a little bit closer. There was a little bit of talking about Ash's paint job and comparing it to condos, and I missed a little bit of action that was going on, and then all of a sudden we had a skirmish over in, was it that section of the map, or was it this section of the map? I'm going to say it was this section of the map over here, although I could quite, no, it wasn't, it was over in this section of the map here, and we had...
Yep, that's it, yep.
The Arctic Wolf blunt object was taking on a summoner. He managed to get the summoner, I believe, or 228 got the summoner with JZ and blunt object. Blunt object ended up dying. He did sell himself fairly dearly though, and he was able to draw all the fire away from Jay, who made his escape out that way. From there onwards, because a lot of the brawl mechs had fallen back from one BTC, they were stuck outside. They lost their cap advantage. It was 2 caps to 3, and they had to move out and make a move, and they had just had too many brawl mechs that weren't in position to capitalize, and basically just got shot to shit from mechs up in this position. And I think there was still some on the spine, but they ended up moving over to here as well, and they just got surrounded, enveloped, and taken out.
Can you just let them know in the lobby that I've had to reboot my client because it's bugged out? Because I think I hit the wrong button.
No problem.
Sorry about that. So yeah, we'll just have to wait an extra minute. Sorry about that. Bit of a boo boo. I think when you do the tilde key in and out of a mech, it just doesn't seem to work for some dumb reason. I remember someone told me the right key to use, but I can't remember. Anyway,
I used like 1 to 8 to get into cockpits, and then shift 1 to 8 to the opposite team.
How do you
and then
get
I
out?
hit V to go.
Oh, V, that's the damn button. Oh, yeah, the tilde key. I need to take that out because every time I use it, it bugs something and I can't move anything anymore and I can't type. So, yeah.
I didn't even know about the tilde key, lucky, because I would have been...
Don't use it. I'm telling you. Or maybe it's shift tilde or something. Just don't ever do it, right? Bad stuff happens. It just doesn't. I'll literally, you watch the end of the stream in about 30 seconds. All I can do is just turn the mouse around in a circle and no one can see anything. So, I do really apologise for that. It's So the last giveaway was a radio giveaway. Now, bullshit. Hang on a minute. Listen. The chat is going, what? The chat is telling me it was a radio giveaway. But I don't think it was.
No, you didn't put active screens, did you?
Oh, I don't know. I thought I saw it working, to be honest, on the screen, because I kind of watch my ABS thing, so as long as it pops up there, it's okay, but, well, maybe not, I don't know. Anyway, won't worry about that. I'll do it, after this drop, we'll do another giveaway, but, after this next drop, which is...
If we want to rig our competitions, we can. Stop complaining, people.
Yeah, get stuffed, that's it, absolutely, you can bloody well piss off. Let me just come up with the next map strategy, because what do we have next? We have,
I don't know whose bright idea it was to pick Canyon Network and Tourmaline for drop 4s in MRBC. It's not like we haven't seen much 2222 on those maps before, but that's what we've got. Canyon Network 2222.
Canyon Network. Well, do you want to change your map strat for that and go through that quickly? Because I'm still loading in.
Yeah, mate, I'll do that right now.
Still loading in, unfortunately.
Mr. Canyon Network. Canyon Network, Conquest, 2 lights, 2 mediums, 2 heavies, 2 assaults. I think we've all seen a lot of Canyon Network from both World Championships, 2016 and 2017. It was a reasonably favoured map. What you can see from Team 1, typically they often like to put a long-range mech over in the hills over here, take some trading positions over here. What they call the radio tower, which is this hill right here, is also a pretty popular place to put some firing mechs, and quite often you see both teams send down the lights to try and contest over Kappa. Again, Team 2 has a slightly easier path to get the Kappa, and that can be contested. Theta, you usually don't see much action on at all because you get so many lines on it from everywhere. Epsilon is much the same because both teams can shoot on it. The blue team from that Echo 5 hill, the red team from this Charlie 5 hill, you'll usually find a long-range trade mech in there. They can put some trade mechs over here and set up over here. And those are just like initial positions for trade. And it's what you see the most of. What we may end up seeing is Brawl, and then if you do see some Brawl, it is called Canyon Network for a reason, and that's because they have these long, winding, snaking valleys that if people are remiss on their scouting, that you can use these to great effect to come up onto the enemy undetected.
And
there's also some out and about the other places down. I might have used the wrong colours for the teams, but people get the idea.
Oh, I think we all get the idea, mate. It's all right. It's all right. You know, that's fine. But I was going to say, around Kappa, sometimes you can get the 2 lights from Alpha Lance on either bloody team. Go there, and you can have a little bit of a biffo early. You know what I mean? So they get a bit into it and stuff. So, yeah, we'll wait and see. Could be interesting.
And there's 2 ways to approach that. Like most people, if they are going to contest Kappa, they're not going to contest Kappa with just their 2 lights. They're going to send their 2 lights and probably a medium built to kill lights, and maybe even have a heavy setback somewhere over here or even over here to shoot in.
Yep.
There and there are a popular position. So you can end up having like essentially 2 fights. The map gets sort of split like that, and you have an engagement over this side, and then you have some ranged traders in here and here, kind of just going pew, 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 pew,
Yep.
at each other like that.
That E5 back into what's called the graveyard, I think up the top of, or junkyard up back of C5 is a very common trade point between teams. I think you can use those rocks in E5 to sort of...
what they call this.
I don't know. It's just the E5 rocks. I think I don't know if anyone's got a bloody corner. It's usually
I don't know what the nomenclature for that is, but I just call it E5 Hill. But
we call it junkyard Overwatch, like as in you're watching the junkyard, you know. Rather, it's like who's in the junkyard and who's watching the junkyard, you know. It's I don't know. I haven't got something for that either.
I know that when Eisengrim was doing the round robin for 2016, we made up a lot of names for parts on the map because you played this map like 100 times. So we wanted to we made up silly names like because it's Eisengrim. We called this one over here Eisen Ridge, because that's the first part, and this one over here Grim Ridge. And so we just made up our own names so we could just call out straight away like a certain area of the map, and Snake Valley, and also we just named all the different parts of the map to make it easy. I think that's really missing from MechWarrior Online. A lot of the teams probably have their own nomenclature and terminologies for stuff. There's not really, like, if you play, for those people that are aware, if you play stuff like CSGO and that, and Overwatch and things like that, parts of the map are just very clearly defined. Everything has names. So if I was to call out Cafe on Hollywood, you know exactly where that is. Etc. Etc. Etc.
We called the little village in, and this was coined by Switchblade, I think, Ewok Village on Forest Colony, with that little bloody villages around the back of the mountain on H6, just like Ewok Village. Like, what the hell are you talking about? But it's just stuck, you know, like it's hilarious, that kind of shit. So, right, 2, 2, 2, 2. 2 lights, 2 medium, 2 heavy, 2 assault. Same again, mix of any one chassis, and 1 duplicate allowed. So the bonus this time around is Destroy Heavy and Assault Mechs. I'm not sure if that was the bonus last season. I can't remember what the bonus was. I think it was based on mech numbers, so not mech types.
Oh, no, I'm pretty sure it was heavies and assaults.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Drop 5 was just assaults. You got to kill 4. 4 mechs in the last.
There we go. Sorry, they're asking us if we're ready, and we're too busy talking shit to be paying attention to the teams. They're both asking if they can drop the game. Oh, having a good old yarn tonight. This is good. And you know what? We're at drop 4 already, mate. And it's 8:57. Tell you what, not bad. Fine. They are ripping through these tonight.
When you're not casting North American DivA, you tend to punch out the matches pretty quick.
I tell you what, anyone that's DivA US, Jesus Christ, you guys, seriously, you have to sort that. You have to sort that out. It's just, you guys dick around way too bloody much. Fair income. It's just absolutely terrible. Gives me the shit sometimes. You're waiting there, you're waiting, and it's always bloody your mate Mech the Dane, he must be changing hats or something. I don't know what the hell he does in between drops, but
Mate,
it takes
we were
him 10
waiting
minutes.
for D5 just as much. I'm
Yeah,
not
I know.
Yeah,
I know. It's all the same shit. I'm just giving you guys shit because I can. That's easier. Right. Oh, well, they haven't loaded in yet. Oh, right, so I can have a look at the builds anyway. So we've got Bye-Bye here with ER Large, Machine Gun, Snowdragon. Oh, wow. 2 ER Medium, 2 ER Large, 2 Gauss on the Mad Cat 1 for Lerm God. Interesting build. Not using the Heavy Large. 2 Gauss, 4 ER for Gurn. Oh, for Gurney, okay. He's up to something. Oh, no, I think Jay-Z's got more automatic fire. Streaks. Oh, streak and ER Large. Interesting.
Ask the mouse, yep.
Yep. No, he's got streaks this time instead of them. But interesting to have
streaks,
2
okay.
ER Large. So I think he's more of a suppression role until he needs it. So good choice. I like that idea, actually. What have you got on PTC,
That
mate?
way you can still... BTC, they've got a Grasshopper 5H moving out into Junkyard. I imagine that's ER Large. They've got a Mad Cat 2CB, which is the Dakar Mad Cat. Mad 2C with some ER Large and I guess some ER Mediums as well. Hunchback 4P is from Broston is an odd choice. A linebacker. What's in that linebacker? I have no idea, but we can find out a bit later. And we've got a couple of lights, I think, with Hunter Club and the Huntsman taking Kappa. Mislink and Arctic Cheetah.
Yep,
And the
so we got
Huntsman will have streaks, I believe.
the Huntsman from Hunter Club, I think. Let me have a quick look. See, yeah, 6 streaks, 6. Yep. That one's actually good with
So
the build that you guys gave us. The
over to Kappa, and he's walking over there on his own, and he might run straight into double light with Huntsman. If they've seen him.
No,
They need
but
to get in there.
see, they're baiting, right? Hunter Club's there baiting. They don't. But Jay doesn't know they're there. Jay's going to go. You know what? I'm going to do this on my own.
He's going to go in and go. Oh.
Jay's going to get wrecked. Oh no! Ranger Dave ran away. Oh, Snowdragon Blunt have realised. So I'm going to watch this little fight over here. I think this is where the action's going to happen. This Blunt and Hunter Club fight. There's an airstrike out. Where's that? No, that's not going to hit anyone now. Oh, just missed. Yeah. Oh, look, and 1 BDC are backing out. Okay, so that's smart. Smart move. Realised they couldn't get Jay, but he's down to 69% there. So actually put some good damage into him.
Fall off on the Huntsman pretty easily as well. So if you and that removes a lot of the streak firepower.
Yep.
It makes him a lot less threatening.
100% correct. Oh, shivers, I haven't brought the bloody percentages up. So Live's taking a bit of a beat down here. Cuddlebot is at 80%, but he's nearly crit somewhere on a torso. So Bye-Bye is doing some seriously good trades there. And as a result, looks like Cuddle's moving, actually. Let me have a look. Where is he nearly open? Oh, on that torso. Yep.
Sean Koreshkov just poked his head up and tried to get a shot off, but he was the only one that did so, and he had 5 228 mechs look back at him, and he went from fresh to 72% in one trade.
Oh, lucky move because that strike was going to hurt him then. And where's Sean? He's oh wow, he's CT open. So yeah, those dual Gauss. What are those
Dual
Mad
Gauss,
Cats?
larges,
Yeah,
yeah.
they would have really hurt
What
Sean.
they really need now is their lights to get back over to this main body because 228's
It's on.
lights are going to start machine gunning and putting pressure on their 4 assaults on Epsi.
Yeah, 228's lights are going to come, and if they group this team up now, they can essentially go in and do it, pretty much end it
This
because
could just about be over in this push.
it could be if 228 regroup before the lights come in for 1 BTC to cause havoc. Yeah, Live and Sean are in trouble now.
Yep.
Actually, have a look at that linebacker just quickly. He's just Artemis. Streaks.
Working in the Arctic Cheetah was picking on Pete Zoni's back, so Pete Zoni's
oh wow, there the machine guns now. It's on. Yeah, Live and Sean have been caught in the low ground with open CTs. Machine guns, well, sort that out. Ricky Tick. And look, 228 sense some blood now. They sense blood on the red team. They sense that blood. They've drawn it and they're on it, mate. They are into him. Ranger Dave's coming in the back of Pete's zone here. Pete has not seen them, actually. Oh, no, sorry, he has. He's realised quick enough to turn around. So, that was pretty good there. Cuddlebot would be open, I think, somewhere. He's got to be open, CT. Yep, he has.
Cheetah needs to get involved. He's flipping and farting around near Theta, but he just needs to get involved in this fight because it's going to be over very, very soon.
Yeah, American's done
much he can do.
pretty well tonight, but I think he's kind of missed the boat a little bit on this drop.
Just on this drop, yeah.
Just
Jay-Z
map
down
positioning.
to 43%. They really want to kill Jay-Z.
No, they want Kondo, mate.
But I don't think it's
26%.
gonna
He's the
happen.
target. Get Kondo. Go get him. Get him. God, you could almost strike him dead. Look at that. One torso. Orange. That's one. That is literally one tickle of a machine gun away from obliteration. So, hang on. Is American let's have a quick look on American, because Ranger Dave's dead. Oh, you know why American's not getting in there? It's because he's one ER large, 6 machine guns. He has
one ER large.
Yeah, he's just got
That's
that.
a mistake, in my opinion.
Yeah, it is. Look,
We
unless
saw,
you're just really good at
EMP
it.
do it, and they. Yeah, we saw EMP do it. They ran ER larges on their cheetah or whatever it was in World Championships in 2017. But unless your name's Arara or Nova, and maybe some of the other top tier lights.
Yeah, they knew what they do.
On your light. Yeah. They build their whole deck around having long range lights and their strategy around it.
Harassment and everything.
In this scenario and what your team's trying to achieve, you're much better off going with your close range weapons, whether it's 3 medium pulse or 3 ER mediums or some heavy smalls or whatever you want to do, but take some shorter range weapons, get some more benefit out of it.
Yep, definitely. And there we go. That is the match over. Guys, for this next giveaway, you need to spam the chat with your favourite emoji from your favourite Discord or Twitch user or whatever. So make sure in 5 minutes' time, I'm looking at my clock, we're going to do the giveaway. So you better be spamming the living bejeebers out of that chat channel. We've got 73 people viewing, so I expect to see 73 stupid emojis or something going on there. Anyway, sorry. Let's look at the numbers. Oh, okay. Right. Lamb God doing some good work there. He's very good at that long range business, isn't he? At 517.
I mean, it's a reasonably good spread from 228. Like you had Jay-Z with the high ping doing a little bit low, but everyone else is kind of like up around the 300 damage. It's a pretty good spread. You can't say too much.
Will in his SRM boat got caught out around that Epsilon cap point, and when you got SRMs and you're fighting ER large and Gauss mechs, it can be a little bit difficult.
I also think the SRMs on the linebacker, the old splat back, I think its time has passed. The SRM nerfs hurt it, and I think it's much better off with other weapons now. But the splat backer's time has been and gone. Yep. Just my 2 cents, but what do I know at the end of the day? The club did pretty well in that Huntsman as well, so I had a few guys put up a couple hundred damage each. A pretty good spread from them as well, just much lower than 228. That's what it comes down to.
Yep. No, I agree. So what do we have here now? We have 228 on 1400 rep at 4-0, and 1 BTC have only managed to pick up 125 reps. So not getting any mechs killed in that drop really hurt them significantly. So again, sometimes, it is not necessarily about the scoreline. Get some kills.
Yeah. I mean, if they watch this back, to me, my second bit of advice to them would be to forget about winning strategies when trying to play a team that's so established. Go for a strategy that's going to net you the most amount of kills, which will give you more rep points, which leaves you in a better standing when you fight the other teams, then you go for the win.
Alright, I'm just going to flick back to the map strat, and let's
strat it up.
Beer time for me, so I'll be back in a minute, and then by then the Twitch chat will be going crazy, and it's giveaway time! Absolutely!
So, we did see kind of what I suggested was pretty typical from Alpha Small and Team 2. They had the Huntsman with streaks and 2 lights come down. This is 1 BTC on Team 2. They control a Kappa and then sit around in like this area here. They established themselves along this ridge here, put 1 in the junkyard over there somewhere. 228 did something similar. Reading the chat, Kami, thank you very much, calling it Bucket Hill. 1 in Bucket Hill, and they kind of spread a couple out over here, and I think there was a couple over here from memory. What was the interesting point was Jay-Z was just kind of wandering down his own down this canyon, and jumped up here right in front of 3 mechs. That was go time for 1 BTC's lights and streak huntsman. They needed to pounce on him and not give him any room whatsoever. If they had dropped down into this canyon, they would have been safe, relatively safe from all friendly fire coming back to help support Chain. They could have finished him off and gotten out. But what ended up happening is Jay backed out, called the lights over. There was a bit more of a skirmish in and around this area, and 1 BTC, they actually won on the percentages, but they ceded ground and retreated and gave that ground to 228.
Yeah,
By
I think
that time, 228 was starting to get a bit more aggressive, pushed up on these hills here and here, which forced 1 BTC into the low ground. They had a linebacker, which was a splat backer from what you told me, somewhere over here.
Yeah, he was around the back corner there, yeah. I think he was trying to get
when he tried
around.
cross back.
I think the plan was to maybe send him around and go and flush out Bye-Bye, but by that point the mechs had already kind of jumped on top of the assaults, and it was like, oh well, shit, you better come back kind of thing. There's no point in you going on down there because we're getting absolutely beaten on down here, you know. So yep.
And then when he went to cross back, he just exposed himself like a man in a trench coat in a kid's park, and he just got.
Oh, Jesus, gee whiz! You know what? That's exactly what happened, and he got bundled into the damn divvy van after that. I'll tell you what. So.
Oh, I think he did.
Yeah, look, it happens sometimes, but I think that Jay-Z thing could have been a little bit better if they just waited maybe 5 seconds and let Jay maybe overextend ever so slightly, because it looked like he was going to go for it, you know. So.
I mean, Jay probably had 2 seconds of ping, so he wouldn't have even known the mechs were there for 2 seconds.
No, I know, right? Exactly.
On top of Papa before you'd taken a shot, you know.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're 100% actually. You would have taken him a minute to turn around. So, right, looks like the Twitch is just about to catch up, and the chat should start filling up with people now. And then there's the joy of playing with a 5-minute delay. So. Just wait for the chat to light up, and we will do this. We will do this draw in a minute. Oh God, hang on a minute. I've got a little bit of a beverage problem going on over here. My beer's decided that it's had enough.
Yeah, I'm seeing a few emojis popping up here and there.
Oh, here we go.
I might actually go grab a beverage, tasty beverage
Yep.
myself.
Go do
I'll
that,
leave
mate.
you to fill the dead air. Actually, I'll be back in a minute.
Righto, here goes the chat. And it is off and running. Beautiful. Right, so we will add everyone into that is hitting the chat. Everyone will jump in, and we can go and kick off this lovely little giveaway that we're doing this evening. So this one is for... God, what the hell is it for? I can't bloody remember. It is a mech bay this time, and we've got 1,000 MC to give away later on still, so hold tight for that. Don't go anywhere. And time to flick over to the giveaway. Right, now, why isn't that giveaway coming up? Right. Okay, so it isn't. Give me 1 second while I fix this. I don't know why it's not working. Shivers. Just give me 1 sec while I bring up Lactals, because I don't know what's going on here.
Have we had any try-hard emotes in there yet?
No.
No, not yet.
Oh, I know why it's not working, because it's on the wrong bloody screen on my desktop. Right, I know what I did wrong. Cool. Right, we're ready to go. Let's hit the giveaway and see who's going to win a lovely mech bay. I'm loving this chat, by the way. This is awesome. I love these emojis. This is actually bloody hilarious. This is actually very good. We should do this next time. Alright, who's going to win our mech bay? It is Dark Templar 114.
Congrats, brother.
So shoot us a message, Dark Templar 114. Just give me a whisper. I am one of the Twitch mods, and I will hook you up with the code for the mech bay, my friend. I think these guys are ready to drop. They're sick of waiting for me, to be honest.
Let's do it. Grim Plexus Conquest.
That's it.
4 heavy-ass assaults, 2 heavy mechs, and 2 lights.
I'll be back in 30 seconds by the time we load in, I think. This will be a while. Like, bloody Grim always takes a damn long time.
I mean, Grim takes a long time to load, but also there's going to be a lot of walking involved on this map. It's a very large map, running 4 assaults. Typically, you see Annihilators as a heavy part of the meta right now as well. I mean, at max, they're only doing like 48 kph without speed tweak. So, if you run them like VGX with 5ER large and a smaller engine, they're only doing about 36 kph. So, it's going to take a long time for these assault mechs to get around the battlefield. Now, I'm using my camera, and I was going to point out some interesting places on the map as we wait for the teams to load in. But you guys aren't going to be able to see that because you are watching through Ash's camera.
Indeed they are.
Loading the mechs in now.
Right, 228 we have... What do we got? Madcat 1, Arctic Cheetah, Annie 2A for Gernhawk, Nike C for Pete, Supernova B, okay, for Bye Bye. Another Madcat 1 for Lermgod, Jay-Z and a Panther, and the Blunt in a Linebacker. What's 1BTC got going on?
1BTC has got 2 Supernova A's. The A is a missile variant, so I'm going to guess that they're 4 LRM-20s with Artemis. Right on, bros. They're going heavy LRMs. With a Madcat B Dakar, Annihilator 2A Dakar, the Archer 5W. Was that the same Archer 5W as last time? Is it?
Might be. No, I think it's Lerms, mate. It's Lerms. No, it's Lerms and Serms. It's got the mix. So here we have a special little thing for mech. We have live here has sorry written on one side, and he's got meh written on the other side. So that is a sheep. For you people that don't know what a sheep sounds like, meh. So it's on from the sheep side. So I think this is Shepherd live coercing these poor little sheep into spewing worms all over the goddamn map. What a dirty guy. That's disgusting. That is disgusting.
They do have a Raven Narker as well.
They do.
So
yes.
At least that is going to be a bit of an advantage, and hopefully he doesn't get picked. He can get like 1 or 2 good narcs on and annihilate some assault mechs with those LRMs. Things could shift very quickly into 1BTC's favour.
Only problem is this Narc Raven kind of needs to get into the damn fight to go and narc some stuff, mate. He's not where he needs to be. Now I know what he's doing. He's playing to the strategy.
He's just about where he needs to be because there's a couple of mechs taking EPSI right now.
Only problem is the rest of this team is kind of
too far away.
They're waiting behind the hill to get reports of where the other guys are, but Jay-Z's onto it. I think Jay-Z knows what's up here. He's seen them. He's definitely seen them, I reckon.
Jay-Z in the Panther 9R, I'm assuming that's going to be 3 ER large.
Yes, it is. Indeed, it is. So he knows that they're there. So he knows there's a Raven floating around, and he'd be a wise man. I think he knows what's up. All right, let's wait and see. How are they gonna do this?
So again, it is a very slow drop. Those annihilators and assaults moving towards. Looks to be EPSI for 228, and it looks like the assaults for 1BTC.
6 AC5s. Okay.
I wish there was grid lines on our map. I think it's like Fox 6 hill, like on the northwest of Theta.
Yes, you're correct. It is the Fox 6 hill. Yep, definitely. So they're moving in.
Need to move up if they want to engage. Oh, there we go. The first volley of Lerms is flying.
Now, Ranger Dave needs to walk forward, not backward. He ain't got the... he does not have the weapons to be able to stop. He has to go in the forward direction. Now, see, the problem is we haven't got a narc going on here. We need some narc action. We need Mirakin to get in there and do something with that narc.
I mean, we probably also need the Wolf to try and, like, at least even up the caps for 1BTC.
Yep, correct.
Or maybe the Hellbringer, just that's sitting at, like, 3k max range.
Yeah.
Probably needs to move up and, like, he's not achieving much from there. At least decap Theta as he walks up and takes some better positions.
Yep, definitely. Now he's coming. They're moving in. So, oh, that's a UAV in the wrong spot. So yeah, Snow Dragon looming a lot is not really working in their favour right now. Let's be honest.
No, I mean, look, they've got 4 assaults up on that EPSI hill, or 3 assaults, I should say. That they can probably, like, if they get a narc on one of those assaults, they're not going to get in cover in time. It's over. It's done.
Yep.
If they're sneaky with their narc mech, and if their LRMs kind of move forward just a little bit, like on each side, and it could work.
And the narc Raven's coming around, but he's just not there yet. Now, is Kondo watching this corner? Yeah, he is. See, Kondo's watching for the Raven to come in, so he's watching. Again, the narc Raven is just not able to get into position, and these other guys need to. If they can sit low and wait, I mean, okay, they might not win the game, but they could very well take out 3 or 4 megs very, very quickly. From behind a hill, no less.
I mean, 228 are up decapping and probably going to cap Sigma. Then Raven is sitting next to Gamma, not really achieving a heck of a lot. He's not
Yeah.
taking Gamma, he's not going for it.
He just got spotted by Kondo. I'm watching Kondo just where he's looking, and he knows that Raven's floating around somewhere, so...
How do you bring up the mouse pointer, Ash?
The mouse pointer? I don't know.
Yeah, so just select mechs and click on them.
Oh, the P
No,
button.
no.
P. If you hit P, it unlocks your mouse. And then you can
beautiful.
press
Yep,
P and it
okay,
locks your
thanks.
mouse again. Oh, so Pete's right
Wonderful,
up the
thank
back
you.
here. Pete is right up the back here. Wow, what's on him? Nokia C, that'll be ER large. Oh yeah, 1 gas. Yeah, 4 ER large. So the Nokia C, for everyone playing at home, has a 10% range quirk with the set of 8. So you can run...
5%, isn't it? Or is it 10?
I think
I
it's
thought
10.
it was only 5, but I could be wrong.
Oh,
be
it's
wrong
either
on that
5
one,
or
but it has a
it's either
range
5 or
quirk
10.
anyway.
Yep. It's either 5 or 10. I'm not sure, to be honest. But at least it's some sort of range quirk. It puts your ER large at over 900 meters without a targeting computer, which is pretty damn bloody awesome for clan ER large. Only problem is the Nokia amounts suck a little, but it's not terrible. Not terrible. Oh, here we go. Narc Raven's coming in. I think they're getting a bit sick of this.
Knock Raven is like effectively with the main body though. He needs to find a way to close the distance and not get shot to pieces.
Yeah, pot shot to pieces. Yeah, I was going to say the same thing, to be honest, because he's at 86%. I think he's already copped a little bit of rubber-dub-dub.
Yep, he's trying to be wary.
Yep, definitely.
When you got blunt object in that linebacker trying to shoot the Wolfhound Broston all the way back here.
Where's that?
Broston's got ER mediums firing back at him, but that's a long distance for ER mediums.
Oh, okay, yeah. Is that out here, is it? Where the
Yeah,
hell? Oh,
Merkin's
okay, I see,
gone.
yeah, sorry, I see what's going on here.
Merkin's making a move. He's going to try and knock that linebacker.
The linebacker's running, I'm watching
No, he
it.
hasn't even looked in. Yeah, he hasn't even looked in the linebacker's direction. So
Ah, come
I don't think he
on!
knows what's going
I
on.
swear, if we don't have at least one damn narc given out this game, I'm not going to be happy with this. Actually, hang on, Kondo's
You
at
got
76,
Birdwalk in
so...
the eye later.
Kondo's taking a little
Oh,
bit.
yeah,
They've got some
Adam.
sort of lock on him from somewhere. They must have a lot of range nodes. Wonder who gave him that idea. It wasn't me. There may have been some consultation on how to play Sky Cancer earlier on in the week via Discord. Now, look what's going on here. So Blunt's coming down, right? And we've got American coming around. Come on, please cut through the middle. Bloody channel, mate. Come on. Oh, shit.
Right when they needed.
I
their
know,
narc
mate.
up
I
against
know,
Gamma.
right? And the 228s are moving in anyway, and they're just like, well, we're not going to wait. We're going in. Now, come on, get Snowdragon out of the game. He's the only one that's spotting. Oh, no, shit, Gernhawk's coming on the left. Oh, this is bad.
This is real bad. This
Oh,
is
this is bad. Oh, this is very bad.
That's right.
Yeah, 6 AC5s is going to hurt every single mech out there. That is some very, very high pinpoint DPS. But they're going to kill Lerm. No, not
I
quite.
mean, while this is all going on,
You got
I mean,
Snowdragon.
228 are
Yeah.
already at like nearly 700 caps, so they figure why not push and have a bit of fun as well, because they seem to have this this game in the bag.
Yeah, once you
When
get to
they
that cap
decapped
advantage,
Gamma, but
oof.
now it's like they probably needed to cap Gamma if they wanted any chance to win this. It's too late for Mex to run back to the fight. The fight's over. It's all done.
Yep.
Pack your bags, go home.
The Narc Raven's coming in though, so we might get a Narc out before the end of the game, I suppose. It could be. There we go. I bet you shoots one now. Oh, actually, I don't think I can see Narcs. Oh, you can't see Narcs above mechs. Oh, that's a bit annoying. I kind of forgot about that. Oh, he might get Liam God. Oh, no, he doesn't. Not quite.
No.
And Broston here. Broston versus JZ. What's on Broston's mech? Is that ER mediums? Yeah, it is. It's a bit of a hot one, that one, the Wolfhound.
Mediums, yeah.
And that is all she wrote. 8-0 in favour of the 228s.
Good game, 2-8.
Yeah, very well played, actually. Managed to keep that Narc Raven at bay the entire game. Bye-bye doing some good work there. And that Supernova... I didn't see what loadout was on that, actually. Well, Blunt in the end, doing 571 in the linebacker. Not bad. And live in his...
Laser Vomit?
Yeah, well, linebacker too. He had a very limited range on that thing compared to a lot of the other guys in the field, so not bad. and live doing nearly 400 damage with some Sky Cancer there. Right. Do you want to run through some map strategy for that one, or
We can do it super quick in about 30
I
seconds.
think we can do
because
some super quick one. I think, yeah, and then we'll get into some interviews. And after the interviews with the teams, we have 1,000 MC to give away, guys. So stick around.
Yeah.
Tell your friends and stuff. You know, if they haven't kind of got here yet, that they should probably bloody get in if they want a quick win a quick 1,000 MC. And yeah, so I just sent Dark Templar's code to him as well, and I'll flick over to the map strat while I go and dig these guys up on Discord, mate. So I'll be back in a sec while I go try find them.
Yeah, mate, no problem. So super quick, guys. We had 228 take an early cap on Theta and rush off, and then take Epsi and Gamma as well. We had one BTC take Sigma, and their main body move in this direction up to this Fox 6 hill initially, as 228 were traversing slowly through somewhere in this direction, moving up to Epsi Hill. The fight didn't happen where one BTC expected it to, on that Fox 6 hill and around Fox 7 Golf 7, which is typically what you see in a lot of your favourite pug quick play matches. So they had to move up, and they took positions along here. While that was going on, though, they were outcapped 3-1, I believe, because while they had turned over Theta, 228 had taken Sigma. The caps had advanced a fair way. It was about 600 caps, maybe 500 to 600 caps, and 228, seeing that they had the cap win locked in, decided they no longer needed to hold positions back on Epsi Hill. They pushed in and tried to get the early finish. Unfortunately, they did have that Narc mech, which I think was a great idea, but that Narc mech had wandered off down here to go get Gamma right as the 228 mechs were pushing in that way. So the Narc mech effect, unfortunately, didn't really achieve much in this match.
Very good control there from 228, man. Like, Kondo had an eye on that Narc Raven the entire time. He knew what was going on. He was very, very vigilant. Did not want to get that little Wi-Fi icon above his head, because bad shit happens when you get Wi-Fi.
That was pretty much the match.
Yep.
I'll leave it at that, Ash.
Yep, that works. Welcome to Live and Lerm God. Good, and Will as well. Good showing, boys. Welcome.
Hello.
There we go. That's better.
Good games tonight, guys.
Good games tonight, guys. Well
done to both teams.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Good games to you as well. One BTC. Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
thanks for the drop.
thank you for the game.
Oh, there we go. So Live or Will usually do the second place team first. Obviously going in against 228 tonight, against some very, very tough opposition. Not to say that one BTC are not capable of putting up a good fight. You did on a couple of drops, definitely for sure. And being an up-and-coming team too, that is never easy to do, but you did do that quite well. So hats off to you guys for that. And maybe tell the viewers out there a little bit about one BTC and how it came about, because it's actually a pretty cool story, how you guys all sort of play and what it sort of stands for.
Yeah, well, we're all just a bunch of gaming mates who play out of the same gaming store. We play lots of different games, and we've been massive fans of the Battletech universe. So as soon as a Namek Warrior Online, let's give it a crack. And I think it was about a month or two after we started playing, we saw they announced the very first. So we thought, oh, what the hell? We'll have a crack, and you lose nothing by having a go. So we just started playing for that, and then we found the MRBC. We thought, oh well, that'll be a good chance to practice and see where we go.
Yeah, excellent. Sounds pretty good. So you guys get together down at the old LAN cafe every now and again and hash out a bit of training?
Yeah, most of us play out of the LAN cafe. A few of us now, because numbers have grown, we've started getting playing. We've got almost like a second group running out of Tasmania. So
yep,
guys from there. We've got one out of Singapore now. But pretty much everyone in the group somehow, some way, has some connection back to the internet cafe. fast custom.
Oh, really? That's cool, dude. That is
Yeah.
fucking. That's really sick. I like that. That's just again. That's country town, rural Victoria for you, or rural anywhere really. You know, that's sort of that mateship, and people just like to get together and have a bit of fun. You know.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. So we're probably not the most uber competitive team going around, and we do some goofball stuff from time to time. But occasionally we, we are able to pull off a few tricks and catch a few people unawares.
Mm. No, look, it was a good showing overall tonight. Very good. I know there's been a bit of build consulting going on through various Discords and questions going on from a certain other person in this channel asking for some advice on some really crappy builds. Mainly that supernova thing at the end. Oh dear, I knew it was coming and I wasn't going to say anything. Spoiled the fun, but good effort nonetheless, boys, as always. Lamgod, how'd you guys go tonight? You weren't meant to have Jay-Z on your team because he is overseas at the moment. What's going on there?
Oh, mate, he's on a work holiday and thought we'd still throw him in with 1,000 ping. No matter how many times. I kept trying to tell him to not. I even got to the point where I nearly kicked him, but you can't kick the leader.
Yep.
Yep.
Fair enough.
We had a few numbers problems, so it was a bit disorganised to start and improved after a couple of matches.
Oh, excellent. How'd you guys feel you went overall tonight?
We went okay. Honestly, we wanted to be clean, but one BTC threw a lot at us and did quite well.
Very good. Any questions, Mr. Val?
Considering I just disappeared to do my fatherly duties, tucking in the son and stuff while the interviews are going on, I don't know what's been said and
Oh,
what
just in
hasn't.
general for any team, any question in particular perhaps, or something you're dying to know, except how one BTC came about, because we've already covered that one, mate, so I stole that from you.
No, I'm pretty good, Ash. That's no questions that'll make me not sleep tonight. But it was a very entertaining game. Thanks to both teams.
Beautiful. Have you guys got anything you would like to add at all before we do the giveaway and then round out the stream?
I'd just like to thank the casters and thank my BTC for giving me some good matches.
Yeah, same with 228. Thank you, and thanks for Gurn killing Blunt for us. That was really appreciated.
You needed that one.
Mistakes were made.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
were
I
they?
want to say a big thank you to the Shoutcasters. Thanks, guys, for coming down. It's always fun being on the stream. Thanks to the 228. Also, like to do a big shout out to my boys. It's always a bit of a thrill for us to get out there and have a run. So it was really give it their all. And a special shout out for Sean K. He rushed home in a cab to try and get here by 3. So
yeah, mate, that's happened before. We've and similar things we've been doing comp. Like literally, people are like, "I'm stuck in traffic in Singapore. I'm rushing my ass as quick as I can home." You know, the old AP time zone difference of what is it, 4 or 5 hours across some zones. You know, like it's a big, especially when you're fielding teams of players all over the bloody country and the world. You know, so. No, good showing tonight, guys. Good fun. It was good. So
thanks, guys.
that's all right. Thank you, boys. And I guess we need to move into some 1000 MC giveaway. So I've loaded everyone up. Just let me make sure it's working this time before I get absolutely attacked on the Twitch stream again. I don't really need that to happen again tonight. So that giveaway. Load everyone up in MRBC League. So it's coming up for 1000 MC. I need to give myself the boot because, well, for obvious reasons. We don't need that happening again. Oh shit, I just kicked someone else by accident. Oh, god damn it. Let me do that
Redraw.
again. Yeah, well, almost. I didn't even click the draw button. I didn't even get that far. I buggered it up that hard. Oh, absolutely terrible tonight. At least I haven't given it to myself, so that's one thing. We'll go one way or the other. So Moobot, where are you? And Father Duties, where are you? You're out too. Righto, let's kick that off. King Jew. I will send you the code on Discord, mate. I've got you on Discord, so don't worry about PMing me. I will get to you in about a minute or two with your 1000 MC. I know where to find you.
Congrats.
Thank you for tuning in. So yeah, I guess that kind of rounds out tonight. Nice quick drops. What is it, buddy? 9:30 tonight. So that's a little bit early. What we have coming up later on this week. I'm not sure if this is going to work. I'll click the button. Have a look. Upcoming tab is not bloody working. Right, okay, so let me have a quick look at the MRBC site. So we've actually got a fair few games coming on over the next few days, and teams that are booked in as well for casting. We've actually got a shitload this season, which is really, really good to see. I'm looking at this page now, and there is nearly 12, 15 matches upcoming already booked into cast. So RJ's doing one, I think, tomorrow, which will be Aussie lunchtime. It's all a day off, boys, and it's Dropship 5 versus 42. So I think he's still doing that, or maybe he's not. I saw something on Discord about that, but not sure. But that's meant to be on tomorrow. That'll be around lunchtime Aussie time. There's a bunch of other casts coming up, so I'm just going to stick that into the channel, the MRBC. Oh shit, casters booked. Sorry, that's the wrong link. Have you got the fixtures upcoming?
You're a shambles, Ash. Yeah,
I
hold on
know.
a minute. Let's see what I can do.
Yeah, someone can have that. Sorry, whoops. Ignore that. Anyway, there's a lot of shoutcasting coming up. I was a bit slack tonight. I'm running around like I said, blue ass fly earlier, sorting all this stuff out tonight. So I forgot to post on Reddit and bloody everywhere else. That's alright. It doesn't matter. Nonetheless, there's a bunch of casts coming up over the next week or so from RJ Laz Blast, who's one of our fresh new EU casters. System Belmont, I might be doing some co-casting with him again. Happy to sit in the passenger seat, a bit like Val, you know, just talk the shit and not drive the bus kind of thing. It's the back seat in a little bit. It's good.
Easy job.
Yeah, it's a bit easy. We got the funny hat dude. He's got a couple of streams booked in, and I've got a few more streams booked in too. So I've got some more Aussie streams next week. What have I got next week? I have Clan Crossfire and Bears Brawlers on the 29th, 8 PM. That might be moved a little bit later because of Bears Brawlers, I think, maybe. And I also have on the 1st of May at 8:30 PM, 1 BTC and Clan Crossfire. So, rounding up some more matches there. That's kind of it for me. Unless you got anything else, sort of?
For the great cast, Ash. No, well done, buddy. Good job.
Oh, thank you, mate.
Peace out.
I enjoy casting with you, man. It's good fun. Good shit talk. Good knowledge of the facts on your side, and a whole bunch of bullshit from my side. So it kind of balances out pretty well.
I think it's a bit of bullshit from both of us.
Yeah, you're probably right, to be fair. So I'm going to end the stream in a couple of seconds. So thank you all for watching and viewing. I'm going to start streaming in a minute, so stick around. I'll stick a link in the chat, and you want to come over, maybe do some quick play drops or buggering around or something. We'll work it out, considering there's a bunch of Aussies still awake and no one's going to bed. So just chill out for that in a couple of minutes because the stream needs to reset. But thank you to the teams tonight for showing up. Thank you again to your viewers. That's what we do it for. I'm not just here to talk to myself, and I mean, you know, I'm here to talk to Val because he's cool, but you know, I'm not just here to talk to those two. We're here to spread some MRBC love, some MWEC Warrior love, some competitive love to all you guys, and yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Peace.
See you guys. Thank you.